We have purple science left to make, which needs a lot of rails. That's a lot of belts. Productivity modules. Let's put stack it so... Ooh, they work a lot quicker than I thought they would. Let's see how much further this travels. Oh, look at those stacks. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. Purple science. 1.4k. It's not enough. Maybe we think about that a little bit later. Let's try and get some yellow science started. The big annoying problem there, the processing units and the low density structures are easy. We're kind of making everything already to make those. But the annoying part is going to be flying robot frame, because flying robot frames need steel plates and electronic circuits easy. We're already making them. Batteries and electric engine units, which we're already making everything for except the lubricant. So we're going to have to make some lubricant. Batteries need sulfuric acid, which we're going to need for 2 things. So that won't be so bad. Now, I don't exactly have heavy oil left because it's all getting turned into petroleum. But what we could try and do is maybe erasing some of these and then reusing the heavy oil here to make lube. So let's try that. We build us up a little bit of a lube corner over here. Lube is so easy to make. I really like that. So that's going to be our little lube tank there. And then down here, I reckon we can build a quick little electric engine thing. We also need our batteries. Oh, that's a good question, actually. Where am I going to get blue circuits from? You know what? Maybe it's time we replace this with electromagnetic plants so we can get the productivity out of it. How much space do we have? Yeah, I reckon we have space. Actually, how are we doing on batteries? If we're making enough batteries, yeah, we might actually just be able to ship those batteries over by a big belt. Oh, hang on, there's an attack going on. There's not an attack going on. I think the only thing these batteries are being used for is the production of... Oh wait, we already have flying robot frames here. Hang on, what if we... Alright, scratch that. Hang on, what if we just split this instead? And we don't have to make any new flying robot frames, because we're already making them here. Past me coming clutch? That's a rare occurrence. What is this? This isn't my favorite streamer. Should now just be able to bring this across, right? Oh, that's a very thin looking belt. That is a very thin looking belt. I do not like that. Why is that so thin? Can we put any beacons on these? No, it's too far. Dang it. This is fine. Nothing's on fire. Yet. Batteries need to come down here if we're going to make electric engines. So that's where we need to bring them to. Which means we can just run this up here. Nice snug little fit. I might put it down here instead of up here, so that if we need more engines, we can make more engines by just copying that over. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Alright, electric engines. So this is going to be easy. Circuits, engines, lubricant. The only problem is circuits. Where are we going to grab extra circuits from? Ah, well, would you look at that? How convenient. Past me has already thought about this. Definitely. I can just yoink off you and absolutely destroy my inventory. Holy crap, that's a problem. This inventory is becoming a real pain. I need those expansion slots. Actually, yeah, you get tool belt expansion. I've got them making on Gleba. Hang on, did we get any? I completely forgot. I had a whole bunch of these crafting so that I could get legendary carbon fiber from upcycling. Oh, we've got 2 of them ready. That's going to give us an extra 30 slots, I'm pretty sure, if we upgrade these 2. Yeah, and then we'll be full on tool belt equipment. Alrighty, we can do that. We'll have to go there later. Electric engines, they can't be... Okay, they have to be done in assembly machines, so let's spam a row of assembly... I can't even draw a straight line. What is this? Row of assembly machines. This needs to go somewhere else. Where should we assemble the yellow science? I've got purple science going on here. Maybe we need to make low density structures over here. And then we can assemble the yellow science down here, maybe? We've got the flying robot frames coming in here. Maybe we get them assembled over here. That might make sense. It's a long belt, but it'll be fine, I think. I'm going to copy this. One last station. Because that's absolutely what it is. The PJAR depot. Be yellow with a slight tint of red in it. Alright, cool. So that's going to form the 6th train. when we eventually figure out how to get the bus of yellow science across. Oh my god, frame rate. I think it's the belts that are causing frame rate issues here. The sheer number of items being transported. Okay, this needs power. There we go, power! Let's do productivity in these. That's making lube at a very slow rate, I think because we're cracking all the heavy oil. And then we need to bring a pipeline of lubricant down. We can make our electric engines. And then we can hook them all up with pipes. I'm out of pipes, but I think we have a pipe machine around here. Yep, there we go. Pipes, thank you. I don't have to travel. Pipe machines are here. No, not pipe machines. Lube machines. No, not lube machines. Wow, I'm frazzled. Electric engine machines. There we go. We got there in the end. Beacons. Bacons. Speed modules will go into here eventually. Can we do productivity? Oh, we can do productivity on these. We can input here and then export using long arms. And that's going to be our electric engines. And then we can join that up with these things. Wait a minute. How many of you in chat have been watching me build an electric engine assembly line, knowing full well that I've already just brought the flying robot frames, which is what we need them for. We didn't even need to build that. Oh no. Dang it. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We'll call it spares. What do we use them for? Okay, literally nothing we need. Okay, that's kind of a waste. We'll call them spares. We'll bring them over if we need them, if this throughput starts getting low. Let's look at low density structures. So we have plenty of plastic here. We can siphon some of it off and then turn it into low density structures. And maybe we can just do that. I suppose we could squeeze it in down here. Okay, so this is going to take a little bit of a different design. We can't just copy our foundry design here because low density structures also need plastic when you cast them. We got the molten iron, we've got the molten copper, they're easy. But they need plastic bars, which means we need space in here to squeeze some plastic bars in. For the time being though, let's copy it anyway. I'm just going to plonk it down here, I reckon. And then we got to find a way to squeeze in the plastic. I think the easiest way is probably eliminating these beacons here, which means this is going to be a little bit slower than usual. However, it's fine because we have productivity research for it, so it's not that big of a deal. Ah, but that is a new problem. Okay, hang on. New problem is it takes 2 fluids, so what we have to do is we actually have to move this over, and then we got to figure out how to get our 2 fluids across. If we plonk this... Ooh, actually, this might work. Ooh, this is compact. I like this. So we got copper on the outside and iron on the inside. Okay, those connect up. Oh yeah, this'll work. This is beautiful. Copper! So now we just need our plastic, which needs to go in somewhere. How much we need? We need 5 plastic bars, and I don't know how quickly this crafts. Let's pick up some plastic and see what happens. Actually, no, hang on. We can't measure that until we get the speed modules, which we should have a supply of. Yep. Okay, let's send that back. While we wait for that, let's look at designing how we're going to get the blue circuits in. I think it's easiest if we just copy this assembly line and plonk it down here. Oh, what's going on here? What the heck has happened to this ship? For some reason, this ship in particular has been giving me some troubles. Oh. That's not good. This poor little arm can't pick up the fusion cell. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. Oh, that's killed the ship. That's not good. Can I spin this? There we go. Let's get rid of that. That's pretty silly. That's going to make some power, but everything else is completely filled up. God damn, how did this happen? Why is this all so full? How did we end up with so many goddamn quality items on this belt? This is ridiculous. Okay, that's starting to run again. I don't understand how that got so full. None of the other ships, the other 2 Technomancers are fine. As you can see here, they're completely empty. They're processing their ingredients just fine. Except it's waiting on fusion cells, which is a bit of an issue. They're all doing this little dance thing at the end. That's not good. I'm just going to have to erase everything in these belts, I think. These reprocessors are supposed to be running at an 80% success rate, which means they lose an item 20% of the time. Somehow we're still gaining more items than we are losing them. The math's not checking out. When life gives you lemons, make orange juice. Okay, well that's starting to move again. That's really bizarre. Why does one get legendary ice? You can use them to make ice platforms. Why you would make legendary ones, I don't know. Maybe just a flex. You could make legendary space science if you had the rest of the stuff in legendary. Although that's kind of pointless because space science is really dirt cheap. You can turn it into legendary cryogenic science pack, which I believe is worth, yeah, it's worth 600%. So you basically, for the price of 3 legendary ice, you're getting 6 cryogenic science packs instead of 1, effectively. Otherwise, you could put it in a drink, and then now you've got a legendarily chilled drink. Alright, we'll leave that running for a little bit, see what that does. Legendarily. Is that even a word? Okay, so we got our speed modules. I think I'm going to need some more beacons. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need some more beacons. I think we've got enough inserters, but maybe we'll pick up some more just to be safe. Run back over. Yep, they're going to slot in. Nice. Okay, that means we can finally do our tests. So, plastic. Yeah, okay, that's going pretty quick. And that's double belting, which I'm pretty happy about. Does it double belt correctly on this one? I doubt it would. No, it does not. Okay, so that's only slightly annoying. Does this trick work? Oh, it does. Okay, that's how we do it. Awesome. So that's going to be our low density structures. Now we just need to join them up into a belt and then deliver the plastic across so they can do that automatically. Our range has increased. Shall we turn the cannons back on? This is a fun little distraction. Bang! They don't know what hit them. Bang! It's funny that they're aiming for the ones furthest away. Oh, now we're firing. Oh! Now we're raining down fire. Oh, that's so cool. They're all just running around like, what the heck is going on? Why'd they stop? Oh, wait. They found another target. Nobody is safe. So hopefully we can get something like this going on over on Gleba. That'd be really cool. Oh yeah, I could watch this all day. This is so satisfying. I think one more damage research might actually make these all a one-shot. Actually, they already are one-shots. Never mind. Okay, not quite a one-shot. Close enough. And that actually might almost get them out of our pollution range too, which means they'll stop knocking on our doorstep. Alright, anyway, enough distractions. Let's try and get this sorted. So this is a mess. I need to get rid of that. This needs to form up the 6th lane. Cool. Okay, so that's going to be 6 lanes of low density structures. The next thing we need is the blue circuits. Do we have enough green circuits to spare over here? Maybe. Green circuit should be able to come across here. Then I should be able to run a tunnel down south here. And we can make blue circuits. Except there's one small problem. We need liquid. In particular, we need sulfuric acid, so it means we need to bring water. Imagine doing all this but with legendary stuff to make legendary science packs. Kind of don't even want to think about that. How am I going to squeeze water? Squeeze water, that's not something you can do. I think we could probably squeeze water down this line. And then bring it down here. Then we can run this across. Oh god. Inventory. Should be able to swing that across. Plug that in. Cool. Water's coming down. Actually. Okay, you know what? Instead of water, maybe we should do this up north. Yep. Okay. Hang on. Change of plans. We're going to make sulfuric acid up here. We have our sulfur. We have water and plates are around here somewhere. Question is, are they in a position that we can siphon them off? No, it does not look like it. Okay, we're gonna have to make some more iron plates then. And just copy this. Maybe a bit too excessive. Maybe we just copy 1/2. And then we need to get our molten iron across. How are we gonna do that? Maybe we can just... It unfortunately disrupts the belt a little bit, but we're kind of just trying to push for efficiency at this point. Looks like we need another pump. There we go. Pump sorted. This is getting a little silly. Okay, there we go. Iron is connected up. Then the iron can join up with sulfur. Water needs to come through the side. There we go. So that's water. And then sulfuric acid comes out over this side. Oh god, this is getting a little bit of a mess. And then we can squeeze some beacons in. Yep, that fits nicely. I think that'll be our design. There we go, sulfuric acid. Can we put... Oh, we can. We can put productivity modules in. Okay, nice. That'll go really nicely. Okay, and then we have sulfuric acid, which we then need to bring down south, where I laid this previous pipe, just like that. There we go. Sulfuric acid should now be delivered. All right, now it's time to build those blue circuits, which should be fairly straightforward. I think we can just use electromagnetic plants. This time they have a fluid input, so we should be able to just flip these. And that way the sulfuric acid just passes through each input port, which is really nice. There we go, bring that across. Yeah, okay, this is gonna work. Ah, forgotten one crucial part. And that part is the fact that we need to extract these onto a belt. Fingers crossed this works, and we don't have crazy, ridiculous throughput problems, but I have a sneaking suspicion we just might. Okay, we got blue circuits. We have our low density structures, and we also need to bring these things around. I don't think we have any room to actually bring them over. Okay, hang on, we can squeeze them in. We can squeeze them in. Ah, small problem. We can't quite fit them in. Maybe we move this down. Yep, okay, that might work better. Bring this across. Okay, I cannot see what I'm doing there. I need to get over there and start deconstructing things. And my inventory is going to fill up with coal. Oh god, that's a lot of coal. We should then be able to run a tunnel across here. And we can then join... Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Oh, we forgot to bring the plastic down. No, we're not done yet. A couple more steps. We should just be able to join this belt up. And we can bring this across. This will form 2 out of 3 items for the yellow science packs. There we go. Yellow science comes out. Yes, okay, this is coming along. We're almost there. That's all powered. There we go, there we go. Okay, here we go. The last step now is to get that plastic going, which we do have up here. We should be able to just siphon it off this spot. It's a little gross. I will admit this is beginning to look a little bit like the title screens for this game. Then we need to figure out how to get the plastic in. I think maybe... What if we did something like this? Holy spaghetti. Oh, it's bad. It's really, really bad. Yeah. It started off all nice up here and then we started running out of room. Basically just finding any little space we can and plonking something in there. What I really need is more stack inserters. We need to head back to Gleba. My plan is once we get the science packs up and functional, I'm going to head back to the research center and we're going to reconfigure this entire research center to try and get as much speed and productivity out of it as possible. And then once that's done, then we'll head over to Gleba and try and settle that once and for all. Okay, I think I have to get rid of these beacons. I think the problem with the beacons is they're taking too much space. I need to run a belt there to fit plastic into these machines. Okay, then we need a balancer here. 6 lane, I think. There we go. And then that's all going to come through. Holy moly, that's cool. Oh, we're low on molten copper. Wow, we're finally low on molten copper. Honestly, took a lot longer than I expected. And we've been running off just 3 foundries for the longest time. That's pretty good. Nice. All right, so that's going to bring us some more copper. Yeah, all right. And then if we come over to here, we should be done now on everything, right? Ah, yes. Okay, so now we just need to connect this up. And we have science. But not very optimally because we don't have enough production of these, which is because we don't have enough production of green circuits. I think we can do a merge split there though. There we go. That might help with the throughput a little bit. The rates are not great, but they're there. What are we doing now? We're doing 600, whereas previously we were doing 170. So that's pretty good. We've increased our throughput quite some. We have no more flying robot drones. That's not good. Why are you out? Oh, right, you just need beacons. Okay, beacons should be easy to fix. Higher grade productivity modules in here. Maybe we need... Do we need more speed modules in here? I wonder. Or do we just need to copy this and extend it further down? Yep, maybe we do that. Maybe that'll give us some good production rates. It is starting to tick up. Molten copper's still not pushing out hard enough. Why is that? Wait, hang on. I'm missing something here. If I add more boundaries making molten copper, will this problem of it not being full enough be solved? Or do I need to do some weird stuff with pumps and things? Okay, they can't push out anymore. That's getting full, which means these things down here should be going at optimal rates, but it's not. How do I speed this up? Pipeline contents are low. Why are you low? What sorcery is this? Oh, the pumping speed maybe? Right. It's the pumping speed. It is the pumps. Okay, let's make another pump. And I'm going to ignore the fact that I'm actually out of power as well, just for the time being. Okay, is that going to work now? Yes, there we go. Okay, maybe we didn't need that much copper, but that's working a lot better. I think we can squeeze some of these beacons back in now. We're low on blue circuits. Okay, that do be problem. We do have research for that though, so we could throw that on the pile as well. Yeah, the only thing we can do now is make more green circuits. Ugh. What are our rates now? 300 on the yellows, 1k on the purples. About 150 of these are from down in the old research facility. So we have to discount that. I think we're at 4.2k on the other 3 sciences. Yeah, blue circuits are the big issue. I think there's nothing we can do except for just build more, right? Let's grab this spaghetti monster. We can just squeeze it in here. What a mess. I'm cooked. There we go. And then... oh god. Now what? Oh, what do I do now? So then that's copper wire ready to go into more circuit production. Who knows where that's going to go? Wait. Oh no. Where are we going to put it? Maybe we just copy this and bring it down here. And then somehow... I think we can just interrupt this flow, I think. We don't need all of this anymore. We're gonna make a better version soon anyway. We need our iron. I apologize for the spaghetti mess. Although I guess I shouldn't be because I'm the one who has to deal with it. So that's coming across. That's gonna make circuits. Yes, okay. Then we should be able to deliver the green circuits back to here somehow. We could try some belt weaving actually. Finally, some tunnel weaving. Think we can just swing this around. Something like that. So that'll bring this up and hopefully get us a little bit more throughput, which means we should be able to copy these over now. Yep, this is looking more saturated. How's the yellow science coming along? It's a little thicker. I think we just need more. Yep, we just need more. Okay, more. We need a second bus to come through. Up and around. There we go. Oh yeah, that's starting to fill up. That's nice. What are our production rates? Oh, 800. It's still not quite there, is it? It's filling up, but it's not quite 1,000. Oh, hang on, the power's out. I think these are at max capacity, are they not? Output full. We might just go the simple route and build another nuclear setup. I can just copy this, can I? That's 80 turbines, 48 heat exchangers, 4 reactors. I think we can just do that, and then... yeah, I gotta spend some time trying to figure out what's a good layout for the fusion power, because this is an absolute mess. I seriously doubt this is the best setup you can have. Fusion is still a little bit confusing to me. But we did manage to get purple science going. As you can see, there's a little trickle, and there's a nice little trickle of yellow science, which means we have all the trains ready to start shipping over to a new research center somewhere. The only problem is we're not producing enough. We're only making 570 yellow science per minute, and we should be making 4.1k. We have a bit of a problem. We have a bit of a dilemma. I'd like to redo it all with stack inserters, so we need to head over to Gleba. I wanted to hold off on Gleba because I wanted to bring artillery across. Okay, screw it. Let's just do it. Everyone, it's Gleba time.